Alright guys, let me discuss about selection sort this time in this video. Okay, so let me start working with the method static void selection sort. Then inside the parameter, let us create one integer array named array ARR. Then let's start creating for loops. Okay, int I equals 0 and this I less than array dot length I plus plus. Then now we need to create one minimum index. Okay, we need to find it out, which we do not know yet, so we have to assume first. Okay, so let's assume minimum index at this time I. Okay, then again let's create another loop int j equals not 0, int j equals I plus 1 this time, because we are going to compare this we are going to compare the element. Okay, so j less than array dot length j plus plus. Now we need to find out the minimum index out of it. The previous index is we are assuming. Okay, now let's try to clear that. If array element in j index less than array in minimum index, our minimum index is j now. Okay, so once you finish this one, the job of this for loop is done. Okay, and the for loop ends here actually. So come out of the for loop, second for loop, then start working for the ascending order temporary variable, and in that you have to give I, because you have to free I now here. Then after that I should be what do you think? The minimum index. Okay, then after array in minimum index equals temporary. Okay, this is how you can work on a selection sort. Let me create one array here to work with the method. So just random. Okay, -1 and then again -2. Okay, after this we need to call selection sort. Because it is static, you can call directly. Let's pass that array which is recently created. Then now let's print it out. This time I'm going to call toString method, so that I don't have to write another for loop. Save it and then run. Okay, so -2 -1 0 2 3 5 7 8. Okay, this algorithm worked perfectly. To understand this algorithm, let's go and see the code once again. Okay, so we have two for loop. One for loop is there and next for loop is here. So job of the first for loop is to create things in ascending order. Okay, we are just swapping it. The first for loop is swapping it. The second for loop, which is inner loop, this for loop is creating what? The minimum index actually. Okay, it is comparing and then creating minimum index. All right, so thank you. All right guys, let's see whether this graph is going to help you. Okay, so this graph is already sorted. Now let's make it unsorted, and then let's try to sort it again. Please try to look what really happens here. Okay, now next one is the minimum element. Going and checking. Now it swaps. Now 2 is minimum element. This is how it works in a selection chart. Now finally everything is sorted. Okay, this one is the bubble sort. Okay, let's check how does it work. In this time only one sorted, so it's taking a long time. Compare and swap, compare and swap. Okay, in bubble sort the adjacent element is compared and then swapped. That's why it takes a long time. Only 4 elements are sorted. All right, sorted.